Hey everyone, Dr. Nuesse from EasyDOTphysicals.com back again with another video. In this video, I want to lay out the timeline for THC marijuana rescheduling in the United States. This process has been going on for a long time. There's been a lot of steps. I haven't seen anywhere online where you can find actually what has happened step by step. So for those who are interested in that process, the process that has been going on, the steps, the dates, because it's been going on forever now. I keep saying that the federal government, when it wants to change something, moves like a glacier. Like that's how slow it moves. Well, I retract that statement. A glacier actually moves. No matter how slow it's moving, it moves. So when it comes to this process, the government has not moved at all. They've done a whole lot and it's amounted to absolutely zero at this point. So basically, rescheduling from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 of THC marijuana has been basically put on hold indefinitely. They are saying 3 more months, but they just keep delaying it. I'm gonna say indefinitely as of now until there's more updates. And then of course I make update videos whenever there are updates. So I'm gonna show a chart here. I made a chart that kind of lays out everything step by step in a very simple way to see and understand, because I haven't, again, really seen anything like that online. And I just want there to be a source where you can kind of see everything step by step of what's happened. So I'm going to show you this chart. Before I do, as always, if you're watching this video and you are concerned about an upcoming drug test and passing for THC marijuana, please look in the description box below. They are my preferred home drug tests. Home drug testing is the #1 thing that you have to do before going in to get an actual drug test where your job might be on the line. And also, if you use the drug tests in the description box below, it comes with a free course that I teach about how to be best prepared to pass a drug test, a urine drug test for THC marijuana. So check that in the description box below. Okay, here is the chart that I made up. And it runs, as you can see, from October of 2022 all the way till, and again, I'm filming this in January of 2025, the most recent update. So let's start from the beginning. And again, we're talking about almost 2.5 years at this point, and we are absolutely no closer to marijuana being rescheduled, I don't feel anyway. All the way back in October of 2022, that's when President Biden, he's not even the president anymore. President Biden, he was right in the middle of his term then. President Biden asks Health and Human Services to review marijuana, review the research on marijuana. Is it potentially abused? Is it addictive? How safe is it? All of these things to determine if it should still be a Schedule 1 substance. So he makes that request in October of 2022, and then the next thing that happens is almost a year later. August of 2023, Health and Human Services then recommends rescheduling marijuana from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. I cannot even believe that it was that long ago that I made that video about HHS recommending rescheduling to the DEA. But that's what happened. August of 2023, Health and Human Services recommends that marijuana, THC, should be rescheduled from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. All right, so then we have to fast forward another 8 months before we get another update. In April 2024, the DEA actually agrees with HHS on rescheduling. They agree that rescheduling should happen, that marijuana should be rescheduled from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. All right, so it looked like all green lights. Marijuana would go ahead and be rescheduled from a Schedule 1 substance here in the United States to a Schedule 3 substance, similar to other prescription drugs. But then we hit a major roadblock, a big giant speed bump in the road, whatever you want to call it. A hearing was set for December 2024, so just this past December. And this hearing was set because when the DEA agreed with HHS on rescheduling, a public comments period was opened up. And enough comments came in that a hearing was necessary to hear the evidence from proponents of rescheduling and opponents of rescheduling to make a final decision. So that hearing was set for December of 2024, just this past December. What happened next was absolutely mind-boggling. The hearing had to be rescheduled because the DEA did not file the correct paperwork. I did a complete video on this fiasco that happened. Now, the hearing actually took place in December of 2024, but absolutely nothing actually happened during the hearing. It was just a bunch of legal nonsense back and forth. No witnesses could be heard because the DEA didn't file the correct paperwork. So the hearing had to be rescheduled for January of 2025. But then, once again, we hit another major roadblock, and that brings us up to current. The hearing again is postponed for a minimum of 3 months. So what happened was the DEA, in short, was accused of being an opponent to the rescheduling process, and they asked for the DEA group asked for the DEA to be removed from the hearing. The judge did not, and again, a full video I've done on this, but the judge did not remove the DEA from the hearings, but he did allow for this postponement so an appeal could be filed. And that brings us up to current date, what's happening right now. Again, once new developments come out, I will make update videos, but I thought it was important to have that timeline out there so people could reference it and see actually how long this has been taking and how little progress has been made and how big of a cluster, whatever beep, that this whole process has been. We've gotten absolutely nowhere, probably spent millions of dollars, tons of legal fees, and we are right back basically where we started. We're at a point now where rescheduling is basically been shelved. There's a new administration. There's new people in certain places that were going to be making decisions, the DEA, HHS, etc. So we will see how it all plays out. I will continue to make update videos. Again, check in the description for links if you've got an upcoming drug test and you are at all concerned. And until next time, everybody stay safe.